Thanks everyone for joining today. The name of this Sandbox is Sandbox Sessions. I am Taylor Metzger, one of the co-founders of Recess Fitness Club.
I'm Rachel. I'm all things operations here at Recess.
Evan Duncan, co-founder of Recess.
And today we have a guest, Austin Rogers. He is the owner of Goodwins Steakhouse. We're going to talk to him today about his personal journey and how he got there. Austin.
Hello, guys. Happy to be here. Yeah, Austin Rogers. I'm gonna call it just Goodwins, no Steakhouse.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Yeah. Goodwins. Okay. Goodwins. Yeah.
Hey, very, very excited to be here. I'm still a member of Recess.
Yeah, and that's huge. Thank you for that. Hello. And that's another reason we wanted to have him on today to talk about his time at the gym and how he balances the work and his fitness. Let's talk about your journey. Everyone's heard Evan and I and how we got to Recess, some of the struggles that we put up with along the way, challenges, hurdles that we had, and how difficult that was for us. I can't imagine that was any different from you, and I'm sure before Goodwins there was something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, before Goodwins there was actually Alamo Club, which is about 6 blocks to the south on the same street. So we got Recess, Goodwins. A couple blocks after is Alamo Club.
Okay,
my first restaurant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and headaches, trials, tribulations, all of it. It's that's the only way it goes.
And where did this all start for you? I think you were originally a server.
Yeah. I'll give you the short and the sweet version. I wanted to be a chef when I was a kid. I loved to hang out in the kitchen with my mom. She's a fantastic cook. And then, so worked at little restaurants, like my first job was at a bakery, Kalachi Depot. Okay. And then I worked at Quiznos with all my buddies in high school.
Right on. I worked at Quiznos.
Smoothie Factory, which I think there's one downstairs.
Yep, there is.
But yeah, no, I wanted to be a chef, so graduated high school, and my mom was like, college. And I was like, culinary school. And she said, absolutely not. And so I did a short stint, 6-month stint in community college and failed out of that and got into restaurants.
So funny. I mean, Evan's story is pretty similar to mine in your entrepreneurial journey. Rachel actually college graduate.
Well done.
Three of us are all. The other three of us are all college dropouts.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But yeah, so I was at a little mom and pop pizza place. I lived in Denton, Texas. I was a waiter there. I thought I was, my dream was to own a pizza joint.
Okay.
In the suburbs, which now when I think about it, I'm like, man, that was low-hanging fruit. But yeah, no, I had a buddy call me that worked at Nick and Sam's, which obviously is I would say probably premier steakhouse here in Dallas. Cool. Called me, was like, if you want to be in restaurants, you need to move to Dallas and come work at a real restaurant. There was also a girl at the time that was UNT that was moving to Dallas that I had an interest in. Mm-hmm. So moved to Dallas and applied to be a manager at Nick and Sam's, and they were like, you can be a busboy. Okay. The only white busboy on staff. And I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, no, then got to be a server and just, was working. I lived in Denton, so it was 50 minutes there, 50 minutes back. I worked 11 shifts a week, so it was one day off and one night off. But yeah, I got the hours in and kept grinding. Eventually, moved into the bar. I lied and said that I had bar experience, which was not true. I went to the local bookstore and bought a bunch of books on bartending. And I was the worst bartender in Dallas for a couple of months. I was bad.
Okay.
So it's just that uncomfortable walking into work every single day, terrified, knowing that your coworkers think you suck, your servers think you suck, and your managers just being like, you are not good at this.
I feel like every successful entrepreneur has fake it until they made it.
Yeah,
they're levels
throughout their whole career.
I felt that way too. Even just started working out. Like everyone's looking at me. I don't know what I'm doing, and this is terrifying.
Yeah. No, it was that feeling.
Yeah.
Except they were looking at me, and they were very annoyed. Yeah. No. So it was funny. I was having this conversation the other day. about 6 months went by, and I remember the day. It was Friday night. I was working a double. It was 7:00, and I'm walking in after the lunch shift for the dinner shift. And I walk in, and I looked at the little ticket box right there that just kicks out all the cocktails, right? So, I mean, they go down to the floor, and it would just be pure mayhem. And I remember looking at that ticket box and just saying to myself, I don't care what the fuck comes out of you. Like, I got it. Like that pit wasn't there. It was a confidence feeling.
Nice.
And I remember thinking that to myself, and I looked over at this guy, Enrique, who was my fellow bartender. And I was like, Enrique. And he's making a cocktail. Looks at me, he's like, what's up? He's like, am I good now? and he sat there for a second, kind of looked up, shaking the cocktail, and still, it was like, still my favorite compliment to this day.
Okay. He's
He's like, you know what? You're not that bad. And I was like that,
That's awesome.
Like to this day, like
validation.
my favorite, yeah. And anything that came out from then on was I knew I could do it.
How far in was that, you said?
That was 6 months.
Okay.
6 months of just walking in every day knowing that it was not going to go well. But yeah, no, then kind of same deal. It's like my manager came up to me and was like, you can manage restaurants, right? I'm like, yeah, I would love to. So they were going to make me the bar manager of Nick and Sam's Grill that they were opening up. And so I showed up there a couple weeks later, and we were sitting around a round table just like this, and the owner was like, so you're the AGM?
Okay.
Totally. Yeah, sure am. And then 6 months after that, we were opening another one, and they were like, you're going to be the GM. I was cheap. I was also cheap.
Okay.
So that was my first GM job, Nick and Sam's Grill, Addison, Texas. It's attached to a movie theater.
Okay.
Which, serving food in a movie theater. So that was the worst job that I've ever had.
Oh, yeah. What was the name of that movie theater?
Look Cinemas.
That's it. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah. Hands down, worst job. Still, so it's good. You had to get in line to bitch at me.
Okay.
It was like, take a number.
Yeah.
Sit over there for an hour and a half to go.
I'll be with you. 100%.
There. And then, but I knew I had to make it a year.
Okay.
Like I asked my chef, I literally walked like day 2. I was like, this is not going to go well. He's like, no, it's not. He's like, how long do I have to be a general manager of a restaurant where other people will hire me to be a general manager? He's like, at least a year. I was like, oh. So, but he was right. So the year went by, and then a place called Neighborhood Services, which is my favorite restaurant in Dallas.
I love it.
I walked in, and the owner was walking by, and I was like, yo. He was like, do I know you? I said, no, but I want to work for you. And then through many interviews, he hired me as a GM on Neighborhood Services on Lovers about 9 months later. And then opened 8 restaurants with him.
8?
8, yeah.
What are those?
So we did, we had a couple of Neighborhood Services. We had Town Hearth, was the big one.
Yeah.
Montlake Cut, Offsite Kitchen.
How about that?
What's the pizza place? Perfect Union Pizza. The energy on opening restaurants it's unmatched, right? You just got to put the shoulder into it. They're 100-hour weeks, but you get to build something, burst something. So that was kind of my specialty, hiring, training, and then one day I got an itch that I just couldn't scratch. I got to do my own place.
Okay.
And so 2017, I was director of operations running Town Hearth and our restaurant group. And one day I literally woke up and I looked up my girlfriend, now my wife, and was like, we had to do this shit.
Yeah.
And and didn't know how to do it, didn't know where to start. I knew how to open a restaurant, but I didn't have one, right? My boss at the time found out. He was like, bro, are you going to try and open a restaurant? I'm like, oh, yeah, you weren't supposed to hear that, but yes. So, so Nick Badavance, he supported me, and I opened Alamo Club on Lower Greenville and learned what selling your car, maxing out all credit cards, spending your life savings, and not sleeping for 6 months feel like.
Yeah.
And I've done it 2 more times since with Myers Garden and then Goodwins right down the street.
That's awesome.
And it's been an absolutely wild ride, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Shouts out. So I just wanted to say, when Town Hearth came out, I was one of y'all's first customers. Like,
yeah.
Early on, it might have been like the day you opened, the day after, and it was such a big is shaped me so much in how I approached a gym. At the time, I was looking to start a separate concept city gym, and I walked into your restaurant, and there's vintage Ducati, racing Ducatis on the wall.
Yeah.
There's a dang submarine in the middle of the dining room, and an old AMG chandelier
I
over
put together
every
3 or 4
table.
of those.
Holy cow.
Over every table, and I go to work the next day. I was running my personal training business, and I must have told 25 people about the restaurant, and I know at least 5 of them went within that week. And I thought to myself, like, what better way to market than to create something so cool, so different, so spectacular that it makes people do your marketing for you, right? And like, you have a bunch of me's running around telling 25 people, those people tell 25 people, and it's like, that's modern day marketing to me, is making something so special that you gotta talk about it.
It was a good word.
Sticky.
Such a good word.
So stick a giant yellow submarine in the middle of the dining room. 64 chandeliers. Everybody wants to tell a story. Everybody wants to have something fun to talk about. Nobody wants to be just like, oh, I had dinner the other night. What'd you eat? It's like the same thing I always eat. It's like everybody wants a story. So it's like when you're giving an experience, you have to give them details. You got to give them bullet points. It's like, you go to this place, there's 64 chandeliers. You go to this place, there's a giant yellow submarine aquarium in the middle of the room. You got to make it sticky. Make people notice what you're doing.
And prior to you saying that, it's because I had eaten at Town Hall too, and like I was particular about my steak. I always wanted, Philadelphia style or black and blue.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize when I was cooking at home, was it quite that? But that when I would go out and order it for my first time at Town Hearth, the censor was cold. But what I really liked it was about the crispy shell. And when I went to Goodwins, a few weeks back, I was sitting there and I was describing that to the waiter, and he was like, "I got it. Here's what we're gonna do." He's like, "We're gonna go rare, or medium rare." I'm gonna tell him to make the shell crispy, and it was, I think, the best damn steak I've ever had.
Good.
So good. Yeah.
Yes, everybody's got a different lexicon, definition of what is medium rare. Like, medium rare to my dad is light the steak on fire for 45 minutes, make sure there's no color in it, and that's medium rare. Okay. So yeah, no, everybody good. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. The goal is finding, I want to know what kind of steak you want, and then figuring out how to get it to that guy cooking that steak.
I could tell in the service and the details, and that was one of those things, that I guess it's a testament to your journey through your staff, your hiring, and everything that is really come full circle.
Good, thank you.
So we mentioned earlier that you're a member of Recess, been a member of Recess.
Absolutely.
Can you touch on what it's like running a business, being your own boss, and then, you always seem to find time to make it into the gym? And
Yes, so it's kind of funny, and Town Hearth kind of ties back into this. I remember I was actually interviewing general managers for Town Hearth for 6 months, looking for that kind of, we were interviewing from LA. You had to be from LA, New York, or Chicago.
That was it.
And that was it.
Qualification.
Like, that was like, and so we're interviewing, flying them down, accommodations, interviewing. And I remember finally my boss came to me and was like, you're going to do it. It's like, you're going to open it. It's like, okay, cool. So kind of, I did the same thing with Goodwins. I kind of thought to myself, it's like, how am I going to be at my best? And what do I need to do to do that? I'm a firm believer in the philosophy of Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Look good, get paid good.
Okay.
So before opening Town Hearth, it was like, all right, no drinking, eating right, and exercise. If you do those 3 things, you will get in better shape. You will feel better every single day, just automatically. And I like to keep it simple. Do those things, and it will make everything easier. So I had a closet of suits from Town Hearth that I weighed 165 pounds in, and I was at 197 pounds at the time, about 4 months before opening Goodwins.
Okay.
So here's Recess. I live right down the street,
Yep.
and I turn on this corner to go to work.
It's perfect.
So I joined recess.
Pass by every day.
100%.
Convenience.
Convenient. Yeah, I joined recess and I lost 30. I didn't make 37, but I lost 35 pounds.
Okay.
And opened the old closet, the old suits, the jackets, dress shirts, all that stuff. And I gained 10 pounds though. I feel bad. Man, hey, the balance is you have to make time for it. And and that part is the hardest part. So you have to figure out, is it day? Is it night? Is it early? Is it in the middle of the day? I find myself here in the middle of the day now just because that's what I can do.
Used to see you early.
Yeah. Early was my thing. Now it's 2:00. You got to pick and choose when you can get in the gym. But you have to do it. That's it.
Good.
Let's, there's a couple other things that kind of correlate together. One is, overcoming failure, and the other is burnout, which are I think very tight, very close.
Both very real.
Is there a time that you can speak about where you overcame failure, and then maybe we can run into any time that you experience burnout or what you do to prevent it, or
Yeah, absolutely. Can I start on burnout? Is that okay?
Of course.
Yeah. So burnout is a real thing. Right now I'm at 100-hour weeks, started in May. So May 21st was doing 90-hour weeks before that. Burning on both ends, day, night. Burnout is a mindset. And if you're taking care of your body and you're taking care of the things outside of work, family, friends, obligations that you have to do, burnout is a mindset. You have to overcome it. I always tell people, there are two things that have made me successful. One is I will work all day long to get what I want. And people, if a 40-hour work week is a work week, you're never going to make it. 80-hour week is a light week. There's going to be a time that those things are going to change, but when you're first starting, you have to overcome burnout. You got to figure out how to trick your mind, how to wake up. I like to think of work like breathing. Today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to breathe, which means I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to get in the shower, and I'm going to go to work.
You know what I tell myself is what else do I have better?
What are you going to be doing?
Do?
What are you going to watch a show? What am I going to do? Yeah.
Lay in?
Exactly.
There's better things. I'd rather.
I'm a firm believer, I don't have kids, but I want to be a father, and I have a wife. I have 2 golden retrievers, which are amazing. And if I could lay around in bed with him, I would all day long. Yeah. But it's you gotta sacrifice something. When you want to talk about burnout, it's what are you really sacrificing? Just sitting at home, laying in bed a little longer, going in bed a little earlier, watching a show, maybe cooking your own food. What are you really sacrificing? If you're not raising a family and doing, which a lot of people are, you gotta sacrifice. And if the only sacrifice you have to give is your time, fantastic.
It's worth it.
You got to do it. And I think that's the biggest hurdle for people, just period, is they think about the time and the effort that it's going to take, but they're not really sacrificing anything. So when I think of burnout, it's I'm going to wake up and I'm going to breathe today. If it means I'm going to breathe at work, it's going to be okay. Nice. The second piece of that is just risk, but we can get into that later.
I can't imagine that you always had that much balance and that kind of mindset.
No.
Did you have a pit or something where you really realize okay, if I'm going to sustain myself and get through this.
So it's I've woken up days of just there are days that you can't, and that's why you have to surround yourself with other people that can hold the ball, right? So it's for me, I'm selfish. I want the ball in my hands. I don't want other people to pick what I'm going to do in my life. I'm going to hold the ball right here, and to relinquish that, it's going to take a lot. But you have to surround yourself with people, right? You guys are partners. It's when you don't have the ball, somebody's got to be able to hold it. If you surround yourself with people that cannot hold the ball, you got to find other people. But yeah, that's just part of life in general. It's somebody's got to be there to lift you up when you're not able to do it yourself. And everybody needs to find those people, right? You are who you hang out with, yada, yada, yada. It's If you hang out with negativity, it's the only thing that exists.
Well put.
So how long have the doors now been open at Goodwins?
So we've been May 21st of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
been good.
Is there anything else on the horizon? Are you still trying to get your bearings?
So still trying to get our bearings 100%. I kind of look at a business, and I think you need to spend 12 months figuring out how to get your arms around it, who the customer is, what the offerings are, what specials work, what specials don't work. So that's kind of always going. But for me personally, I'm always looking at the next prize. I'm always looking at the next opportunity, the next thing that I want to do. So for my chef and business partner, he just wants to go slow. I want to go fast. This is, my third restaurant that I own. So for me, it's making good choices, making sure that the business that we have stays intact, making sure we're getting better every day. I mean, the goal is right now, it's, a new business is, okay, you look at it every single day for at least a year and say, how can I get better today? Right? With you guys, you're in the gym business. Is it weights? Is it personnel? Is it lighting? Is it music? Whatever it is every single day. It's like this morning I changed the plants in the bathrooms. It's every single day you're looking at that business for at least a year saying, okay, how can I make this better? But then for me, I also have the luxury of saying, okay, what's next? And I want to do another.
Seems like you like to do new things every time. So is there anything you want to copy paste, or you just like to keep these original ideas going?
So I haven't found, for me personally, the copy paste method.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer in it, and I've seen it work, and I know it works. I don't know what it is about me personally that I can't really see replicating the same thing. And I don't know why. I don't know if I like it in that space. I like where it is and all those things. But no, for me, I want to do something different.
I think it probably has to do with a little bit of a creative mind too.
Yeah,
keeping it fresh and exciting and new.
I've never really felt like a creative though, and I don't know why.
I would beg to differ on a few minutes I've talked to you.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of with food is so much fun, right? There's a million different ways you can go. So expanding. I'm looking for the right opportunity. I've got a couple of leases in my hands that I want to make sure that I make the right decision at the right time. So much of it is timing. So, it's at the right time, the right space, all of it.
Is it, I've been to Goodwins a couple times now. Evan, Rachel, and I just got back from Vegas, and I've just been having a hankering for scallops.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping Goodwins, y'all going to get some scallops on the menu.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, really?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. So it's funny you say that. So we're right at 5 months. So we've had tuna, we've had high-end fish, we obviously we like fish, right? Yeah. What's the first thing your doctor says to you when you turn like 38 years old? You need to eat more fish, right? So it's like so kind of upscale dining, you're looking for that customer, you're like, okay, fish.
Right.
And it's delicious. Yeah. So scallops on the menu for the first time, and we played with it before we opened, but first time since we've been open tomorrow.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're getting a scallop. Yeah, you're coming in.
We need scallop.
Yeah, you're coming in.
That's good.
I remember the first time you came in, I was like, I traded a recess hat.
That's right.
Yeah, I traded so I saw him in the gym. I got a little wall going right now. I want to do all East Dallas hats and stack them up. And I saw him, and I was like, hey, I'll trade you a steak for a recess hat.
Easy trade.
Easy trade. No, 100%. He was like, done. And in my head, I'm like, that's a good deal.
It's so cool to go into Goodwins and see our hat on the wall there.
But you also came in and you're like, I'm really into seafood. I was like, what steak you get inside? And you're like, I don't know. I'm just feeling seafood. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, yeah.
All right, so new concept.
Yeah.
Horizon and scallops.
Yeah, new concept, scallops. So the way that people are eating right now, right? People know more about food than they ever have. I mean, literally right now, today, in this moment, people know more about what they're eating than they ever have before.
Especially in Dallas.
In Dallas. I mean, every major city in the world. But people also want to eat healthy. Health is more, beverages have never been more popular. Eating healthy, eating right has never been more popular.
That's true.
So for me, kind of when I think about it, I want to make food that people want, and I think the market is going to only get bigger for healthy eating, right? High protein, vegetables, but you can still make that delicious, right? I mean, a steak isn't bad for you. No. Eat an 8-ounce filet. Like, how much protein? Like, fantastic.
Tons.
So the next concept, the big one that I want to do right now is I want to go Mediterranean, not Greek, but just I want heavy protein, heavy vegetable, a lot of seasoning, a lot of flavor, a lot of spice.
Love it.
Yeah, so that's the one that's I'm trying to land that deal right now, and I want to.
I might be the most excited about that one.
Good. No, it is. It's craveable. Like, you know, when me and my chef we talk about food, it's like I want to make food that people like, right? I don't want to teach them. I don't want to be like, hey, you should eat this because it's cool like that. Like I want to make food that I'm like, this is fucking awesome and it tastes amazing. And knowing if it's good for me too, even better. Like I know the cheeseburger that I want tonight is not going to be good for me. But
it's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Another day in recess and we'll be good.
All good.
But yeah, no, I think that for me, it's like, I think about that a lot too. It's like where food is going right now and where trends are going right now. It is leaning healthy, heavy flavor, you know, accessibility is always number one. But yeah, the food landscape and what grocery stores are going to look like in 20 years are just going to blow everybody's mind, which is awesome because it's in the right way. It's not, it's not Little Debbie's, which Little Debbie's are amazing.
So, you know, I wanted to ask where the money came from. To start
absolutely.
Goodwins.
100%.
So
yeah, no, I will say it's like, you know, the biggest, you know, there's a couple hurdles with opening a business. You know, there's the risk factor, and a big piece of that is obviously the money. And the restaurants I don't think they're weird in this. There's no right way to do it. There's a million different ways to do it, right? There's no like, oh, every restaurant does it like this. You know, for me, it was, you know, I went out and found 3 fucking rich guys. It was like, you guys want to start a restaurant? And literally one of them was like, let's talk about it. We went and had dinner. I'd never met him before.
Wow.
I met one guy at Town Hearth.
Is that right?
Yeah, and they became my investors in Alamo Club. I bought them out, and then one of them is my, there's just, we can talk about the money, because it's just, there's no right way to do it. There's a million ways to do it.
That sounded really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
cool. Yeah, this is our podcast, man. We just
Do you want to conclude it?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be talk that much.
You conclude that.
Well, you know, Austin, I had no idea about your journey. You know, I knew what you had now. I had no idea how you got there. I got to say that, like, you freaking inspired me. I think that's awesome, man. A lot
I
of
appreciate that. Yeah.
Especially towards our next spot, everything you go through. It makes, you know, good advice. There's a lot of.
Just keep going, guys.
I feel like
Be afraid.
Yeah.
Be
I feel
terrified.
like, that's wonderful. I feel like there's going to be somebody whose life is going to be affected by hearing your story and listening to you. And so it's like, that's what this podcast is all about. I thank you so much for coming on here. Thank you for like laying it out and being real and being cool. Thanks for being a member of Recess. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I freaking wish you the absolute best moving forward. And I can't wait to watch it. You know,
I appreciate it.
Everyone definitely go eat at Goodwins. It's within walking distance of the gym. You can
it's
few
just
steps down the sidewalk here and land right there.
Hey, can I say just my experience at Recess real quick?
yeah, please.
I love walking in the door and your staff says your name and they say hello. And everyone on your team is just, and I know how hard that is. Like, you have to tell people to smile, tell them thank you. When they always say thank you when you leave, like just all those little things that you just got to keep driving home. It's like, it is so tiring and exhausting, but every day you keep doing it. And you guys done a fantastic job. Like, I absolutely love Recess. And it's not only the convenience, it's, you know, everyone's done the Lifetime Fitness. Everybody's done those, and it's just such a different experience. So keep going.
Thanks, brother.
Absolutely.
We will make sure everyone to follow us on our Instagram. This is Sandbox Sessions.
We need to get some sand in here, though.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
My toes in the sand would be
Yes,
nice.
maybe our next episode.
I thought about
open
that.
up and
Yeah.
we'll all be sitting
We're sitting in the sandbox. Yeah.
All right. You can follow us on recessdallas.com. Make sure to check out Austin at Goodwins DTX. And make sure you listen to our podcast on whenever you get those, which is Spotify or what else?
All the things. Yeah.
YouTube.
iTunes.
YouTube. YouTube's a big
All
one.
right.
Cut.